Martha's glance was all the confirmation I needed, pain, fire, and unshakable resolve burning in her eyes. Without hesitation, she keyed her intercom. Activate maximum Sibet. The command center went still. The air itself seemed to hum, charged with invisible current. Static prickled my skin, as though the planet had taken a deep breath. For a heartbeat, nothing happened. Then the enemy replied. That was just a warning shot. The message was calm, almost mocking. But before the words had even finished transmitting, their machines began to twitch, buck, and climb. First, it looked like some strange new maneuver, but we knew better. Sibet was in full effect now, pulling them upward, twisting their physics. Against them, their hovercraft shuddered, their flying tanks listing violently. Pilots fought controls that no longer obeyed. Entire squadrons drifted like leaves in a storm. Intercepted chatter filled our speakers. Stabilizers offline. Hold her steady. They'll shut it down, we'll glide back down, hold position. But the reprieve never came. Sibet did not stop. Earlier experiments had shown us what came next. Objects exposed to the maximum field first floated, then stretched, then ripped apart. And now, before our eyes, the Southern Army became unwilling test subjects. The first explosion lit the sky like a false sunrise. A flying tank burst, fuel igniting, debris cartwheeling downward in streaks of fire. Then another, and another. The Martian heavens became a furnace. Machines twisted grotesquely, exploding mid-air, raining fire and metal down upon the battlefield. What we had expected to be controlled destruction spiraled into apocalyptic chaos. Shut it down. Martha ordered, her voice tight. The technicians complied. The field faded. But the chain reaction had already begun. The explosions did not cease. The sky roared as war machines became firestorms, falling in pieces large enough to crush anything below. I turned to Martha only to see blood blooming across her shoulder, her suit torn open. You're hit. I dropped to her side, fumbling with the emergency sealant. She winced, but her voice was steady. It's nothing. Seal it. Keep moving. We can't stop now. I pressed the spray patch over the breach, sealing the hiss of escaping air. You'll live, I muttered, more prayer than promise. Her gaze flicked past me, searching. Where's Ichu? I followed her eyes and froze. He lay on his back in the dust, helmet shattered, face exposed to the cold Martian air. Lifeless. My brother in arms. My friend, no. I dropped to my knees, the world narrowing until it was just me and him. Memories flickered, our laughter, our fights, his voice urging me on. Gone, all gone. Mesfin. Martha's voice yanked me back to reality. We can't stay here. She was right. Around us, the battlefield was collapsing. Burning wreckage fell like meteors, the ground littered with shrapnel and screams. Our medics dragged the wounded, hands red with blood and grit. I clenched my fists, forcing myself to stand. The grief carved itself into my chest, but there was no time to carry it now. Later, maybe, if we survived. Pull back. I shouted, get the injured out. Move. We retreated in staggered groups, dragging our dead and wounded with us. We didn't look back. The sky was still on fire, the wreckage of a Southern army falling like judgment by the time we reached the safety of Mariner City. 11 of ours were gone, 11 too many. Including HU, we had annihilated their force, erased them from the battlefield. But victory felt like ash in my mouth. That night, as I walked the battered corridors, Martha at my side with her shoulder freshly bandaged, I knew what the cost of Sibit truly was. Not just the enemy dead, but ours. Always ours, and yet when I looked at her bloody, limping, but still unbroken, I felt the fire rekindle. We had won, and we would keep winning. Not for glory, not even for revenge, but for Mars, for the ones already buried beneath its red soil. The war was far from over, but we were still alive, and that meant the fight had only just begun.